Hello, hello, hello. How's it going, everyone? Click this away. And how's it going, everyone? Welcome to another Zeal stream. Just got to mute myself because I can hear myself. on another audio source. And let's bring on my pairing partner for today, Nate. Hey,
Howdy.
how's it going, Nate?
Fantastic. Glad to be
Glad
here.
to have you on again. Awesome. And we're on for something very fun today. What are we doing, Nate?
We're doing Deno.
We're doing Deno.
Doing Deno. I don't know if that's good. Don't know if it's bad. We'll find out.
Nice. Well, thank you, Dr. Argus. Trying out the new software, and hopefully it goes well. There's little quirks here and there versus OBS, but we'll power through them, and hopefully everything works out well. Um, so yeah, let's just get into this. Let me bring up my screen, and we're going to be the tech we're using today to get started is we're going to be using Visual Studio Code. I spun up a Visual Studio code space, so a remote cloud environment that we can start fresh in. There's no already pre-existing. There's only things that are already installed on it are some node package dependencies and some other stuff, but it's a fresh environment. So if we end up doing something wrong, we don't have to worry about it. We can actually just destroy it and bring up a new environment just in case things just go absolutely wrong. And it's Unix based. And then also we'll be pairing, and we're going to be using tuple for pairing. So Nate can take over the mouse and type and click and draw and do all sorts of fun stuff. So we'll be using those. Those are our technologies of choice for this pairing that we're doing today. So uh, so Nate, so we have to figure out what Deno is. What would you suggest is our first avenue of attack?
Tried and true for me. Pull up the old web browser, type in Deno, and look for some results to figure this one out.
All right, let's see how well this goes. All right, hey, that actually I recognize that Deno. So that actually came up right away. Deno land is a simple. Okay, looks like this is Deno land. That's the domain.
It's awesome.
I love I've seen this graphic, their logo online, and I love it. It's just so simple.
It's like a toddler's, like, instead of Jurassic Park, you've got Deno Land.
Yeah.
So nice.
And then, all right. So Deno is a secure runtime for JavaScript and TypeScript. Deno is a simple, modern, and secure runtime for JavaScript and TypeScript that uses VA and is built in Rust. Ooh, I've heard of Rust before. Have you had any experience with Rust yet?
No, I hear all the cool kids are converting some of their stuff, the core stuff, over to it. So this might be, the tipping of the iceberg to actually pick up some Rust on my own.
Yeah, yeah. There's too many things to learn,
Yeah, yeah.
but they're all awesome things. So uh, let's see. Let's zoom in. So what is it? What are its selling points? So secure by default, no file, network, or environment access unless explicitly enabled. Supports TypeScript out of the box. Ships only a single executable file. Has built-in utilities like dependency inspector, Deno info, and a code formatter, Deno FMT. Has a set of reviewed audited standard modules that are guaranteed to work with Deno. All
Nice.
right. So installation. Um, so single executable with no dependencies. You can install it using installers below. All right. So let's see. Let's try to install this. Um,
So many flavors. I'm a fan of the
we're on.
curl though,
I
all the
know.
time.
Linux on Mac. Just curl it.
How big was that? That'd be
That
tiny.
was that was pretty fast. But I guess since we're running it in an environment on a server on a
Yeah,
enterprise
sure.
level of stuff, they probably got fast internet.
Yeah, one might assume that. Yes.
Okay, so getting started, trying a simple program. And so trying some program run Deno lan std. Hopefully that stands for something good. Examples, welcome TS. So what do you think this is going to do?
I'm guessing like like Docker's cow say or something like that.
Hmm. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
We didn't read the directions. We have to
Deno's
export those things
install.
above it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Let's do that.
Shame on you,
So
pair.
let's, yeah. Open bash. What if, oh, I guess I did install Vim in here. Or I might have even installed nvim.
Vim.
Bash
Nano.
tilde.
Nano for life.
Uh, oh, it's just standard Vim. Let me make sure to copy and paste these. It's installing plugins right now.
Oh, Vim.
My automated setup for everything. Okay, there we go. We can see our Vim, our bash RC is pretty clean. Let's add in the new stuff. And I cannot see my cursor right now.
Me either. It's somewhere in there. It's
Somewhere in there.
it's
I'll
Vim. It's
just
fine.
fine.
Just
It's fine.
hit the
It all
magic keys
works.
to make it right, and we're good.
Yeah. Let's source our bash RC now. Okay. Any other steps we missed? So manually run Deno help to get started. So let's see if Deno help just works now. Deno
Winning.
command there. We're winning already. Okay. All right. So what did it do?
Yes. Welcome to Deno.
Implicitly using master branch. That's an interesting warning. Like it's like telling you, hey, I downloaded this and we're just
Right.
automatically using the master. Check.
Can we go to that in a browser, see what it actually looks like?
This guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Less trustworthy individuals would have done that first. We just like to inject stuff into our browser or in our
Exactly.
command
Well,
line.
we're in a sandbox environment,
That's true.
so
It's true. That's part of the reason to use Deno, right?
yeah,
Nice.
we're in a sandbox in a sandbox. Dino's
Mm.
sandbox on a sandbox development box. So that's what it is. So it's just a TypeScript file with the console log in there. So it went in, executed that console log file. So
Nice.
perfect example of executing code and but I guess potentially, I guess in JavaScript potentially security risks. But in
Yeah.
Deno, we're showing you.
Nice.
All right.
So one
Oops.
out to whatever Deno land standard library is. I mean, we read that, right? It's the
Yeah.
trusted Deno source module stuff.
Yeah. And then we have the master version. Oh, you can hit different
Oh,
versions.
I want
Oh
to see
wow.
what version 35 looks like. Show me.
Oh wow. That's a huge change from master.
I have a feeling it might be a part of a larger monorepo, maybe. I don't know.
Your guess, that's a very good guess. Oh, wow, the page just auto scrolled for me. Did you see that?
Wait, what? Do that again. How'd you do that?
Like, look at that. Like it remembered my anchor position. It's like has that smooth scrolling effect.
Well, that's nice.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so we did the or a more complex one. Let's see, what's this about? You can find a more in-depth introduction, examples, environment setup, guides in the manual. So I'm assuming they want you to make a new file and run this.
That seems correct. I don't think.
So,
Do they have a REPL?
well, in the intro, they're not introducing any REPL yet.
Let's go with new file then.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do. This looks like JavaScript. So
Oh, it's
yeah,
your handy dandy neighborhood TypeScript is what it is.
yeah, no TypeScript here.
Oh,
Not yet. Not yet.
Messing with fire.
Okay, let's see. So click save there. So I assume we'll just
Wait,
be able to build.
before you do that, I want to see the format command work. I want to see what it does with that.
Oh, the Deno format?
Yeah.
Good question. Deno, FMT, and then let's see what it says if I just do that. It doesn't say anything. Help. FMT. So Deno,
Args are your list of files.
and then files. Okay. So then we give it welcome, and it did nothing. Here, let's butcher this file then
Yes.
for science. We're doing things for science. Go like this. It's probably not going to care about all the white spaces, but we'll see right now. Okay. So save that.
Yeah.
Oh, it did collapse the white spaces.
So it's got some loose, opinionated formatting.
Yeah. Oh, you know
Cool.
what? Okay. Go with some interesting, very interesting opinionated styles of
Yes.
formatting stuff.
Throw a single quotes around that.
Oh, good. Oh, and that.
Or
Ooh,
backticks even.
you're thinking spicy. I like that. Here, we'll do single quotes for that, and then we'll do something really weird. We'll do backticks for this one.
That's gonna make it angry. That's gonna.
And you know what? We're gonna be inconsistent with our semicolons. So do a semicolon there, and then upside down node. What's up, Juan? Okay. Oh, okay. Let's see. Unexpected token.
Even
Okay.
Node would say that's broken
Yeah.
syntax, unfortunately.
Well, that's great because we're getting some good runtime or execution time error, runtime errors. So
Compile time.
that's actually pretty descriptive.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Very familiar to those of us that use Prettier.
Yeah. It wasn't overly opinionated like Prettier with like certain formatting structures, but
oh, nice.
Okay. That time.
I can live with that.
Yeah. Not too bad. Not too bad. All right. What's we actually have to run this now. We got so wrapped up
we're done.
Welcome JS, which wasn't expected, isn't valid context. Deno option some command. Is there like Deno run? Deno.
Like Docker run.
Yeah. Uncaught permission denied. 80.
Security.
Run again with the loud net flag. Oh, interesting. Yeah, security stuff. Hopefully we don't come across any weird security issues with that's pretty secure.
Running.
It didn't. It blocked off running on 8080 unless you let it. Oh, we got a little web server. So we got this server package, server TS package, and then so this is like similar to Node server package. Tell it to run on port 8000, and then we're just waiting for a request to come in.
Yeah, that's an interesting syntax for await const. Like, I understand for of, but the for await, I don't think I've ever used that.
No, I never have either.
Like, what is that in normal JavaScript?
Yeah.
Stuff people actually use and not cutesy stuff.
Yeah. What's up, Sturdy Nut? Okay. Let's so runtime documentation, basic runtime documentation for Deno can be found here at the documentation. Deno comes with a manual which contains more in-depth explanations about the more complex functions of the runtime and introduction to the concept that Deno is built on, details about internals of Deno, how to embed Deno in your own application, how to extend Deno using Rust plugins. That's interesting. You can, I guess since it's built with Rust, you can use Rust with Deno, which is the new hipster thing. And then, so next to the Deno runtime, Deno also provides a list of audited standard modules that are reviewed by the core Deno team and are guaranteed to work with specific Deno versions. These alongside the Deno source code. And it's interesting that they review certain modules. I wonder how that will scale if this
Yeah.
gets in popularity.
Well, I think,
Deno standard modules.
yeah, that's interesting. I mean, it's better than the Wild West now, right? There isn't anything aside from, well, I like your node built-ins, right? Like file system and OS and all that. Those are trusted in theory. And then these ones are very much similar to that, but it sounds like server that's equivalent to HTTP and HTTPS and Node.
Yeah,
Those are built-ins that are trusted. So, okay. I mean, those are two corollaries we could draw.
yeah, I agree. All right. So I had to disable that command that said that we're learning Elixir right now. No, we're not. We're not. Okay. All right. So and then there's third-party modules, CDN. Make it easier to consume. Third-party module provides some built-in tooling like Deno Infill and Deno Doc. DenoLand provides a web UI for viewing module documentation. Also, it is also available with Doc
Whoa,
DenoLand, and it
what's
also
that?
provides a public hosting service for ES modules that work with Deno. DenoLand X is a random selection modules that are currently available on DenoLand. Okay. So bcrypt random primes. Okay.
Is it just a randomized list there at the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Yeah, here's a
right.
random selection. Got it.
So next is let's go to let's see. So I opened up okay. So this is the Deno land. So this is the full documentation or the docs for everything. So this is a little much. And this is okay. So here's the standard library of all the different modules.
Gotcha.
Where do we go from here? Let's see. Uh, the manual?
I don't know that we need to RTFM at this point. I feel like let's keep playing a little bit, like writing to the file system or something like that. See what
Okay,
kind of other permissions are required to do stuff like that.
that's a great idea. Okay, so we got our hello world welcome one. I'm going to create a new file, and let's say I don't know. I'll call it file writer.js.
I feel like we're fighting the man not writing TypeScript files. Like, granted, it's JavaScript with syntax, but no, I enjoy this greatly. So let's keep in the vanilla
No
JS.
need to do the overhead of what type are we dealing with again, and
Uh,
let's just get to coding. Let's get to it.
yeah.
Okay, so I assume we're going to need a file system writer, right? Like
Yep.
so what do you want to create? Like we just want to write. We do want to create a file, or do we want to write a file?
I want to write a function that logs to a file.
Okay, so let's try to find the file system writer package, FS. Let's see, is this it? Made to provide helper to file system. Okay, so here we go. So
Standard
ensure
FS
font.
mod.ts is the name of the import.
Yeah. Yeah, that looks like the whole thing. So on that TS, ensure that the directory exists, ensure
Is
that
there
the file
is like
exists.
make dir p
Yeah, let's see.
when we won't
Uh,
need the ensure stuff.
copy, write JSON, walk, read, write file. Let's see. Sure. That's a little too generic. Empty directory. Ensure directory. Ensure that directory exists. If the directory structure doesn't exist, it is created. Make dir p. There it is. So
Yes.
ensure dir is what we want.
Get
And
that synchronous crap out of here. Nobody wants
yeah,
that.
it's overly complex. Who writes synchronous code anymore? And then it looks like returns a promise.
Yeah, we'll just. Oh, so that'd be interesting to find out if there's a top level await. I think there is because we had the 4 await before.
Oh, I know with Node that's in review for top level weight, but I
Yeah.
guess Deno's like, we don't have to worry about that. We can just go for it.
Yeah.
So since this is a promise, so what are we gonna make? What's our folder name?
Logs.
Logs. This is supposed to be JavaScript, right? So I'm assuming
Yeah.
we just can do
So
then.
rather than doing then, just doing await.
Ooh, that's right.
Yeah, we're not gonna use any of that promise crap. We're gonna, well, we're using it, but we're gonna leverage async await throughout.
All right. What next?
That's it.
That's it. That's just it. How
Yeah.
about we do? Wait, what's the console log? Still console log. Okay. So for some reason I'm thinking this is like a completely different language, but this is still JavaScript.
Yep. So like things that are native to the V8 engine or whatever it is they're running here is all native JavaScript. It's just the security makes it feel like it's a little foreign.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. What?
Uh,
All right.
so
What's
at
going on here?
uh, the top of that definition of the mod.ts stuff we were reading said it was unstable.
Yeah.
And there's a statement down here a couple times that say, "Did you forget the unstable flag?"
Mm.
So I'm thinking we need to add that.
All the following modules are exposed. Mod TS features currently unstable. There you go. They even have it right there for usage, and then it's just explained right there too.
Interesting that the file system writing is unstable. But okay, let's go with it.
Okay. Let's go dash stable. Let's go for it.
Oh, another flag we forgot.
Another flag. So uncaught permission denied logs run again with allow read. Ooh, all these. This is all new. So many, man, it's pretty restrictive. At least the errors are very
Kind of
um,
right. Close.
there has is there like a special flag for allow read write or something like that?
I bet. I bet there's not.
You think it's just
I think it's
like
very explicit.
allow allow?
Yeah. So this would be interesting to test because we're not actually accessing any files. Like I don't know if it is super secure and we're asking for read access and we're not actually reading anything. Shouldn't it warn us or something like that? I don't know. I don't even know if that's possible, but it feels like it should be.
Yeah. Yeah.
We did a
But
thing.
we did the thing. We created our logs. Let's oops. No, not delete permanently. I was gonna rename this to log folder creator. Cool. Now should we actually try to write some logs?
Yeah, let's do that. Well, we've already. Yeah, let's just do it all.
Let's
Make it
do it
work.
all.
Yeah.
Here, I'll duplicate this so we have like little checkpoints along the way. And then we'll call this.
We could
So
probably get away with creating a main file or like an index. I don't know. Like they're trying to go away from indexes, but
Oh,
they call it main.
yeah,
And then we'll see how to import modules into that via the Deno way, whatever that might be. Don't call it index, or it might give you a stern look.
yeah. Let's do this. So main, and then so let's. And can you use allow all or the short option -A to allow all permissions? Might be easier. Ah, but where's the fun in that? For-
Yeah.
I mean, Dino's supposed to be secure, right? Like if we allow all, we're just filthy node now,
Yeah,
right?
we're just pseudo everything, right? Yes, we probably could do that.
We probably could, but we won't. We'll try to follow. I assume it's called the Dino way. The
Yes,
Flint. Yeah.
let's do
Every
it the
time I think
Deno
of
way
Dino, I think
first.
of Flintstones.
That's
So
fine. Dino
okay.
is he's a cool rebel.
All right. So if we want to make this, so do you want to convert this to a function and then
Yeah,
just have this
yeah, let's do
exported
that.
function? So
Oh, let's see arrow function this bad boy.
arrow function.
Yeah, I don't use those function keywords anymore. That's what is this? 70s?
Those you want those newfangled functions.
Just one line the whole thing. Oh, we're gonna pass a name. Oh,
Oh, we're gonna get sophisticated.
well, if our function name is create log directory or something like that, then we probably don't need to pass it.
Oh yeah,
Otherwise, we're just rewriting ensure
there. And then export. You want to do named exports or default
Yes.
exports? Named exports.
Those of you that are interested, I wrote wrote a blog post about using named exports over default exports.
All right. So now we need to. So we're going to expand on this and import statement, and we're going to be importing in our log folder creator and create.
How's that? Does that work? I don't know.
I don't know. We'll find out. Let's see. So now we're doing. I wonder. So if we don't provide any file name whatsoever, does it find main and just auto run it? Like kind of like
I
like
doubt it.
Node does. Let's find out.
Let's give it a go.
Yeah. Nope.
I wonder if
Nope.
you need to provide the extension. Just do main.
Ooh. Yeah. Cannot resolve module. Log folder creator file. Blah blah blah. Main. So it couldn't find our log folder creator. Do
Did
we
you
have to put it?
save the? No.
.js.
Oh, tell me that's it.
That was it. Oh, what's this about?
We didn't put async. So inside of our creator guy, just one line that
Oh,
like don't even wrap it in curlies. Just do
I was
ensure
hoping since
dir.
there's like top level await, it's just kind of like, even for the functions, it's just kind of like, yeah, I'm just gonna
You
everything's
don't even need
async.
the await. Remove that completely, and the parens. Ooh, can we format a whole directory? Pass it a glob.
Ooh, passing a glob.
Yeah. Format
FMT.
dot slash star.
I like that if we're trying to format the README.
Oops. Did it work?
Oh, that didn't complain.
Cool. Ship it.
Okay, cool. And then so for our logger, what we're doing is we're ensuring we're not looking at logger. We're looking at main.
Yeah.
It formats the whole home folder. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there it ran, it did its thing. So now we want to create a log. So then this is going to create our log file, right?
This can be a file that holds our log function that we can import and call however many times we want.
Yeah, so we'll just call it logger. And then our log function will, so we're going to be logging to a file. So we do ensure file right there. I wonder if it's in an autocomplete. If it, oh, okay. So it can't do that yet because the dependency is remote.
Bet that's true.
All right. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to close this file and reopen it because the
No.
formatter, formatted it while we were in like in a
Unsaved state.
yeah ensure file. All right. So we're gonna create a new function called
Log.
log.
Yep.
Yeah, you have a way with functions.
I'm a wordsmith. Is that what you're saying?
Or yeah, you are a wordsmith. These are the type of decisions I'm glad you're here for. Okay, so we want to ensure that the file's there. And we just pass in so we have to pass in the folder. Oh my God. I hate it when it auto does the thing. Logs / and then development log. We'll just go with that.
Fantastic.
And then we probably don't want this a single line because we need to like make sure that the thing is there and then log to it and then write to it.
Right.
So ensure that the file is there. And what does this ensures the link exists? If the directory doesn't, it is created.
Ensure file is the one you want.
Ensure file.
One
Yeah,
above.
there we go. I was about to say like where. Okay, there we go. And then how do we? And then we want to write to our file next. So we're not doing fancy write JSON.
That's
We're just
nice. They've got direct JSON writing and reading.
yeah.
That's handy.
We're not going that deep. Iterate all files. Read file. Write file string. This is probably what we want.
Yeah.
Right,
That's
the
kind of
string to the
nifty.
file. Okay. All right. Okay. So ensure or not ensure, it's right file string. And what are our arguments? The folder name or the file name and then the contents.
Seems a little limited. Like there wasn't a write file. There's just write file string. Okay.
Yeah, looks like read file string, read JSON. Yep, looks like that's only two.
Hmm.
We have to do
Yes.
an async there, means we have to wait for the ensure that the file is there. And
Have
then
to
we
await
write.
that guy as well.
Yeah. There we go. And then we want this log file. And then I guess we can pass in what we want it to log, right? So
Yep. Message or something. Yep.
message. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see if Deno is going to format this. Added the semicolons. So
Nice.
Deno's a semicolon framework.
Good for it.
All right.
I
So
approve.
now we have our logger. Now we have to import that in.
Yep.
So our folder. Oh wait, we're not exporting it. I almost forgot.
You were just testing me.
So it's just called log, and then
logger.ts or .js.
oh, good call. That's right. All right. What are we going to be logging?
Hello world. Hello
Perfect.
Deno.
Hello, Deno. Why do you need the .js? Um,
Don't know.
I don't know. Security, I guess.
Because it is a TypeScript native language, and if you provide an extension, it can make assumptions when it transpiles inside of its Rust thing to determine if it needs to do any transpiling or not. That's my guess. Today is day one of my Deno experience, so take that with a grain of salt.
That sounds like a great guess. So automatically that is true.
Yes, it is Rust's fault.
So it's all right. Let's run our main.js again and see if we made progress. And we have our development log file. And if we open that up, we get hello Deno.
So, what happens if we run it again?
That's a great question. It just overwrites the entire file. That doesn't seem fun. How can we fix that?
Uh-huh. How can we fix that? I don't know. I'm Googling on my side as well.
Yeah. Let's see. Sorry, just muting my background in case you guys can hear it.
Some faint sounds.
Okay. Let me know if it gets a little too loud in the background. So I'm thinking that doesn't seem like read first and append. That I think is where we might have to go. We might have to read the file and then append, and then just append the string to the end of the file,
That sounds
or
gross.
to the end of the end of the text. That seems
Let's do it.
gross because we're loading a bunch. We could theoretically be loading a huge log file into memory, and then we're writing back out.
Uh-huh.
All right, so expand glob string from specified root directory. So there's just read file string. Is there any other iterate files? Write JSON, copy, and move the text to format pass string. Okay. So it looks like we'll just have to read the file.
Yep.
And go from there. A very primitive function. That is true. Okay, so read. And so our logger, read file, string, and let's go ahead and just copy. So we have our log contents from our log slash development dot log, and then we'll just
Yep.
my contents. Think about just doing like plus new line.
Do string literal. Probably be better, maybe. I know appending is not recommended.
String literal, so you want to just wrap it.
Yep.
And, I was about to do ampersand.
Is that your Ruby coming through?
Yeah, that's Ruby leaking through. So I am curious to see what's going to happen when the file doesn't exist. Right? So this is going to work the first time. And then I would expect I'll delete the log file and see how that goes. So that log contents.
Content. Let's change the name of those. Instead of log contents with an S for the read, let's just do content. New content.
Yeah, because we're being a little bit overly verbose because we know we're doing logs because we're in the log function.
Yep.
It's a question. Does it take non-ASCII variable names and strings?
Are we assuming he's talking about file names?
For file names? I don't know. Actually, can you be more specific one? Probably just
Yeah, whatever
this.
your OS supports, and then for file content, it's whatever you. Actually, that's a good question. It just says text encoder in the. I'm looking at the actual source code for write file string, and it's just a text encoder, so it does magic.
I wonder if the IL library is better for this use case. Deno land standard IL. Ooh.
That sounds fancy too.
We'll take a look at that in a second. Oh, look, we got it to say hello, Dina, twice. Let's do it again. 3 times. There. That works. What happens if we delete the file?
Now you're pushing your luck.
Is it an arrow?
And because you left the allow read in there, we didn't get a security question. Unless you added that and I missed it.
We needed the allowed read in order for it to read in order to get the directory.
The ensure directory part. Yeah,
the ensure directory. So even if it's just looking at the file system in general, it needs it. So you mean like AIOU and non-variable names and strings.
Let's do it. Let's put some NEAs in there.
Yeah, let's see.
Maybe a couple umlauts.
I don't know how to trigger that on this keyboard.
Well, if it's a Mac key binding, then it's Control Option space.
Control Option space. Nope.
Control Command space. And then type N.
Let's see. Damn it.
Oh.
My Vim. It's Vim. Vim's doing stuff.
Vim. Always finding a way to spoil my day.
Down that. I think I disabled that to remove the option for the character. Yeah, I disabled that because that annoyed me being a Vim user. Yeah. Let's try this again.
Can you copy and paste from Juan's comment?
I can't on this UI. It'll just highlight it for me. You want to try to put it in for me?
Oh, yes, I do.
You can take control.
Let me get my
and then I can
out here.
And I can draw.
Am I clicking? Am I drawing? What am I doing here?
You're oh wait. Oh, because I clicked the hold on. That's awkward. Okay, there you go. Now you have control.
Okay. This is so related to Deno. And nope, that's not gonna let me do it.
Oh yeah, you have to be in write mode because you're Vim. It's doing Vim key bindings.
You're just doing this to torture me. How do I get in write mode? Is it I? Can I do insert?
Insert. Yep.
I hit I Did not take it again.
Why is it not doing anything? The cursor didn't change.
I'm smashing I on my keyboard. I will hand it back.
Here.
I've
Okay.
had enough. You
Okay.
play with
Is it on the clipboard?
That's a good point. Let me put it there. Yes, it's in the clipboard.
It won't let me paste it. Whatever it is.
It's got to be the saddest attempt at writing.
An Enya. Experienced developers can't type Enyas.
We have failed you on. I'm so sorry.
Here, let me try this again. Wait, no. Let me try it again. And
Like what's going? Like you have Vim mode
there we go.
in VS Code? You got
Yep,
it.
I do.
Yeah, that's your problem. Don't do that.
There you go.
Let's give it a go.
Good to go. We got it. We got one Enya in there. I liked it.
Oh yeah.
Our code could have an accent now. It could be exotic.
Yes. Or normal to everyone else in the world. Yeah.
Yeah. Works nice. Well, thank you. We tried hard to get to this point.
The effort involved is worth it. I'm glad we can make someone's life better today.
Here, let's do a round of applause.
Well worth it.
Well worth it. I agree. All right. Should we take a look at that? What next? Should we try to take a look at that IO library that this Dr. Argus mentioned, or should we try to soldier on with the new idea?
I mean, that would be an optimization to deal. I think what the IO library is dealing with is like buffers and streams. So that's where you would get your better writes and reads because you can select parts of the stream or buffer to read write. But my vote is no for day one of Deno. Like I don't use buffers and streams in Node because I'm not doing a lot of file manipulations or streaming. And I've been writing Node for a long time, so I'm gonna punt. If you agree, then let's continue on.
Let's continue on. Let's go for it.
All right. So we're writing stuff to the log.
Yes.
All right, and right now it's just a glorified console log, which is still cool. Writing to the file. We've created a server. What other stuff would be awesome to know? Ooh, can we write a file? And this is just curiosity again. In TypeScript, and play and kind of mix our peanut butter and chocolate with vanilla JS files, so it can conditionally transpile.
Oh. Okay.
So if we had a third file, or even a third file that's a .ts that has some typings in it.
Yeah, let's try. We could try making a main TS that takes in JS, or should we go the other way around? Make a JS file that takes in TS files.
I don't think the order matters.
Okay. So
it shouldn't. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, then it doesn't.
I call this the spicy main TS file.
Ooh. Nice.
All right. So we'll take in. So we'll import in our existing.
I think the file name should be an actual pepper.ts, like an emoji pepper. Can we do that?
I think so. I mean, if we can do Enyas, we can do peppers. Oh, that runny.
Should be pepper. No, spicy.
Chili. That's.
Oh, come on.
Chile. Okay, let's get to the food.
Here it is.
Where's it at? I don't see it.
Second one from the top. Second one.
Oh, there it is. Wait, that's hot pepper.
Was it hot pepper?
Yeah.
What is? I'm gonna have to hover over
Whatever.
just to find out. Hot pepper. That's what it's called.
Even though I typed in pepper. Come on.
It's unfair.
Some
That's why you should use Rocket. It would come up right away. I
True.
think.
Okay. So we got this logger in here. Let's go ahead and let's create a function. So what happens if we do an export default and we're going to create a function that will get,
Ugh, default.
or not export default, we're just going to create a function
Okay.
and we're going to call this main function.
Okay.
And then in our main function, let's try taking in some arguments
Ooh, like from the command line?
from the command line. Exactly.
Nice.
So
Let's rename our file just hotpepper.ts instead of main, just to go all in on the emoji. Plus, it'd be easier to import in theory.
Very.
Yeah. So, how do you read args in Deno?
Let's find out.
Is it just process environment stuff? It's like node?
Yeah. Let's see. So args returns. Here, let's
This
actually,
console log Deno args?
yeah, let's do that.
I think it was it a function?
It
was not.
It's not. It's just so I assume that that args just exists. How do we get to these args? So returns a script argument program. For example, we run a program. Deno args will contain exec password. How do we invoke this?
Wait, Deno.args didn't work?
Let's see. Deno.args. I don't know. The linter's just being weird, probably because it doesn't know Deno. All right, let's do hot pepper.js.
Yes.
Oh, what the heck? Stop that.
Oh no.
No. Oh, that's just being weird. Hot pepper. Click it. Click it.
So when it has the X in the top left like that, it means it's not attached to a window you're trying to type it into.
No.
So it won't auto place it. Can you just hit tab? Do you have autocomplete in your browser?
I'm gonna do this. Oh my god. This is horrible. Make it stop. Here we go. There. Oh, no.
Can you hit tab and have it autocomplete to the pepper?
Hot pepper? Like
No,
this?
like space, then hit tab. Like allow right space tab. It won't let you select the next one. Nope. Never mind.
Nope.
I feel like this emoji experiment is going sideways.
Here. I did it.
Did it work?
That doesn't format very well, but okay. So we have, so it printed out args. Let's see. So args. Yes.
Yes. So while we were trying to figure out our pepper problem, there are libraries like .env for Deno. So you can read process environment with environment files. There are Commander, which is a popular Node.js module for reading command line args.
What?
Well.
Where'd you find that?
I just Googled.
You just Googly dude?
Yeah. It's called Denomander.
Denomander.
Yeah, instead of Commander, it's called Denomander. It's the first one that came up. I don't know if it's actually
Awesome.
so. So one thing that I'm realizing about Dino land is that it's not as friendly as like npm, where you have community stuffs around it,
Yeah.
like stars or contributions and like all that. Well, I guess that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for like metrics like downloads, like
Oh,
how many people are using this, how many dependencies it has.
yeah.
Granted, it's still very young, but that's something I use on the regular in Node to determine, its frequency of use and things like that.
Yeah. So like when we go to a random package like this here, um, this was just created a few seconds ago, and you're like, oh, this is brand spanking new.
Yep.
Um, hmm, don't know about the quality of this yet, or if it's ever going to be maintained. But then if we go to something like Commander, like it mentioned, we are here and we can see that there's been 42 million downloads in the week.
Right.
And yeah, and low issue count, and so you're just kind of like, I think it might be onto something with using this, right?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still
I'm the
young.
same way with you.
Yeah. Still young. Still has some quirks to work out, but I mean, so far it's been pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's still young, only has 44,000 dependent applications.
Yeah, Commander's used a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. It's still young. You can totally tell it has zero dependencies. That doesn't make any sense for for a well-aged package.
So yeah, Deno Mander, the one that I was speaking about for Deno. So it's a Deno, yeah, that guy. Um, Deno
No,
Mander, fourth one down.
there you go. Okay.
Like all I have to go off of here is trusting that.
Just the README. Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't see any activities.
Oh
Uh,
wait. There's a doc link in the top right there that goes to the actual Deno
oh,
publication of it. Again,
uh,
same lack of stats, right?
yeah, this actually reminds me a little bit of Elixir because Elixir has like the hex docs. So
Okay.
it seems like Dino's in the same fashion where you find stuff through hex docs, but it doesn't really give you any insight of like how well maintained it is and how active development is. Um, a really nice one is the Ruby, was it Ruby Toolbox? Uh, this Ruby Toolbox actually is pretty nice with giving you some information. So let's see. I was looking up this gem called Ahoy.
Hoy hoy.
So I don't know about npm, but on PyPI, there's a CI of
Spin up
companies.
that Lambda function to fulfill the request. Spin
Yeah,
up that
for some reason it takes
serverless
forever.
database. Okay.
Yeah, I think this is running on Heroku, so they're like very lean on their
Ah,
costs. But you can see how like this is a long-lived project and still receives updates. Like they have
that's kind of nice.
these like big indicators, and then you can see like activity over the years. So I thought that was pretty well done compared to npm JS. So you can see like, yeah, okay, that's pretty good. I forget what this means though.
That is quarterback rating or other things. I'm not sure. If you hover it, did it? No, I'm not going to
It
wait for
didn't
the
show
landing.
anything when I
Okay.
hovered,
All right.
and I tried to click it too, and nothing happened. So therefore, I will not spend time figuring it out. So do you want to try to use a Denomander, or should we just go with
No,
vanilla args? Just keep
no,
it
I'm
simple.
fine with it. Yeah, like I just know that there are libraries equivalent to Node module or npm modules that you could pull in to parse those arguments and use them just like you would in a Node project. What were you thinking of for the args to come in? Like, what are we looking for here?
I think we'll just so we'll take in the args and we'll declare we're doing TypeScript, so we're dealing with a string array, right? That's the args is, right?
It is
Yeah, that's an array.
string array. Yep.
And then what we'll do is we'll we can okay. I forgot what I was gonna do. We got so sidetracked of what I wanted to do with this with the arguments.
The arguments are the strings that we want to log, maybe.
Sure, that's perfect. I think that's a great idea. Create directory and then log and our args. Yeah, what happens if we just pass in args? I'll have to
Deno.
update
Yeah.
our. Can I? Okay, command clicking through works because of the explicit pathing, which is great. Thank you, VS Code. And then we still have the message. Actually, I just want to leave this blank. I want to see what happens if we try to log an array. So we pass in args, and then we'll just run.
Yeah, I'd be curious to know what it does.
This is a log message for
So that'll be like 5, 6 different args.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So, do it. I'm just happy we're running a chili pepper, a hot pepper. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, so when you JSON stringify an array, that's what you would see here.
Yeah.
What happens if you use like the dasherized stuff, like, like allow write equals, I don't know. So if we run without the 7 things, and you put like a dash taco equals beef. I'm hungry apparently. So that's 1. Okay.
That takes it as 1.
What if you
it's
do it
just
without the equal?
Oh, kind of like this or like that.
Yeah.
Taco beef.
That. No,
Beef.
with a space in there. Yeah.
Space. Then it goes. Okay.
Got it.
So just a simple string array of
Yep.
space delimited stuff. What happens if we do that? Okay. That's just
Yep.
separated by simple
Yep. White space separation delimiter.
Oh.
And now we know.
Well, so far Deno doesn't seem too crazy. It seems like it's just we're just doing standard JavaScript stuff but we're just using other
very akin to like Node.
Yeah.
Just with security layered on top and a slightly different module import syntax.
What happens if we try to let's try importing in just a standard JavaScript module from GitHub. So when we do that, because it seems like for the Deno imports, we can import in, straight from Deno land. What happens if we import in from somewhere, from some other?
Ooh, let me see if I can find a good one.
Yeah. If not, we can like default to like cow say or something like that.
True. Like a snowpack thing. Is that a thing? I don't know. Pika. Is that another one? Something we want to. Don't know why. What's a simple no op? I tried to publish a package called no op or noop, and it wouldn't let me.
Really?
On the Pika CDN thing. Ooh, nope, that's wrong. Never mind. It's not a good one either. I'm looking for a super lightweight one.
Yeah.
Pika, Pika, whatever. It's all the same.
The American Pika. Apparently there's different.
Ooh, is it Friday? Package.
Great Bing. You don't do me good. Is it Friday? There we go. Published 3 years ago. Oh, there's 3. I mean, I doubt there's much complexity with this library.
Probably true.
So let's see if we can directly download this package. So this is it. It's a star. This is like old style export, so I'll probably have to do star as is it Friday form from. Okay, just something that's never read. And then let's log. I have no clue what Is It Friday will do. So
You got me.
let me look at the documentation. Is it Friday? And then we just log, is it Friday? Okay. And let's get rid of the, okay, uncaught cannot resolve extension. Okay, so we cannot go and install things that are,
Non-Deno packages,
yeah, it seems that way.
which I don't know what qualifies as one and not. So in their documentation, I remember us skimming over a part about where you can get your packages from.
Yeah, let's see. Let's go back to the main Deno land.
Yes, internet dying. Like I was having issues getting to things.
My Deno's loading atrociously slow right now. And I think we took down their site. Hey, Lily. I mean, their site is pretty prehistoric, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm having problems going anywhere on the internet right now. Is it like, are you experiencing these things?
Let me see.
Like, I don't know. Go to bmw.com. It's like it is not coming up
Dev2
for me.
works. Let's go to tesla.com. What is this BMW.com? There's
At some old like horse and buggy place. That's
ads are
Tulsa.com.
blocked at
That's
Tesla.
Tesla. You spell it with
Tesla.
a
Okay,
U.
well, that site worked.
Yeah. Why is that?
BMW German engineering. What?
I am
What,
seriously
Lily?
like experiencing all kinds of internet connectivity issues.
Okay, let me try something else. I guess let's try trusty old Twitch.
Okay. Well, kind of.
It's running a little slow.
What is going on? Yeah, those are all probably cached. No, maybe not.
That loaded, but it's still slow. I mean, the carousel didn't load. It's like the whole internet experiencing,
It's what we do.
like all our internet. Like, what's going on here?
It's a lesson learned.
I mean, we're still streaming.
Yeah, yeah. It's really weird. I don't know if anybody's watching anymore, but it's the case.
Hi, internet. Sharks are tearing at the DC cables. Slate, shark attacks threaten Google's undersea cables.
No, that can't be real.
This is 2014. Shark, the next existential threat to our to the internet.
Well, this has been interesting. Like I
Did you
can't
just
even
look
get it.
that up? Like, is there internet issues and you looked up sharks, or you said something you just remembered? It's 2020. Anything's possible. I don't deny that.
Bears with nunchucks, man.
All right, we'll ditch that idea. But I remember clearly that they said something about being able to install
Yeah.
from GitHub. Uh, you remembered from a while back.
The pun
That's
of the day
Wireshark.
goes to Juan. Well done. Well played, sir.
Bravo, bravo. I can do this banner
I
thing.
wonder if like StreamYard is somehow playing a part in this. I don't know. That'd be really weird too.
I can do fancy banners. I forgot about that.
Oh, look at that.
Wait, let me up this. I need to update this ticker. Give me a second here.
Very weird.
There, I updated it.
Awesome. All right. Well, now that we're completely helpless developers without the internet, are there other things that we want to look into?
Let's see. There's not much. I mean, so far, what's your take on the very little we've done with Deno so far?
So, I mean, we've proven a couple things. One, and very importantly, we can use any characters we want for names in the variable names. Uh, but aside from that great finding, I feel like it's very much Node wrapped in a secure blanket, a security blanket, um, which isn't a bad thing. I like the idea that there, like, there's no yarn install, there's no npm install. It's just include a library and go. I like that. Um,
Yeah,
it seemed very low entry in that sense. The whole permission thing, like I feel like that's something you do once and you forget about it. Like you never have to touch it again. If you really want to turn it into 100% Node, just throw the -a at it, right? But
Oh,
I think
that's one thing we haven't tried, right?
yes,
We'll forget it's Friday for now. Can confirm it is Friday, folks. So if we do -a, there's nothing. What are our options? Hold on. -help. And it's capital A. Allow all. That's what it is.
I saw
Not
something
lowercase
in
a.
there about lock file.
Let's see
They have
here.
log files. How does that even
Log.
work? The
Where did
top
you
of
see
that.
that? Oh, I see it. Lock file. Check the specified lock file. Uh, Interesting. How do you use with --lock? Write a lock file. Okay. Here, let's try -a. Oh, -a still doesn't allow for unstable package dependencies. So it allows for the read writes and stuff, but
Yeah.
it doesn't
So
allow
-a
for
is just permission only. Unstable is not in that.
And then we're looking at that, and it looks like we can potentially generate a lock. Check the specified lock file. Lock write. Use with -lock. So let's just write a lock file,
You have to provide a file name, I
and
guess.
we have to do that through --lock.
correct.
Let's see, this will be called
Deno.lock.
Dialog. That's going to make a lot. That makes more sense. I was going to call it leash. But again, I was thinking about Deno from the Flintstones.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's take a look at it.
All right. So here's all. Okay. So these are probably commit SHAs.
Yep.
So this is locking all the associated dependencies to the associated files, not the not the package, but the actual files to specific SHAs. Because we didn't import all these, we imported in
Right.
the
Those are all basically the leaf nodes of all the dependencies on their SHA, as I understand it.
okay. And then Juan is saying that Cloudflare DNS is down.
That would explain things.
Yep, that explains a lot of things. So it's not sharks, it's clouds that have flares.
It's so weird. I don't know how we're still streaming, to be honest. I don't understand this at all. Like, we have a WebSocket established, I guess, is probably the best. So if we were to drop one of us, I'm almost guaranteed neither of us would be able to
Yeah,
get back together.
I'm pretty confident. Yeah, once we're connected, that's good. The moment you have to click refresh, we're all just, it's all just going to go to heck.
That's good. That's crazy. Yeah, apparently Cloudflare covers a lot of the internet, which is, I mean, I kind of knew that, but didn't know it that much. Like, is there, what is the, was it Cloudflare that came out with the DNS 1.1.1.1?
Yeah.
That was supposed to be faster than Google's DNS and all that.
Yep. I switched to that on my home router. So
yeah, that's probably why. Like right now, my phone says that it's connected to my home Wi-Fi, but there's no internet connection. Yet here we are.
here we are. You can't stop the Zeal stream. It's
yeah,
a
you can't.
freight train.
Don't look away, guys, because you're not going to find us again. And gals, if there's gals as well. Don't want to discriminate. So that's cool. Like a Deno lock file. I don't. So if you go to run this again, it should use the Deno lock file if we pass it that flag for lock.
Yeah, I guess as long as we don't say lock right and we just lock it,
So that'll guarantee that the SHAs we get are exactly the same, just like a yarn lock would, without all the cryptic craziness that goes on in the yarn lock file.
Yeah.
That's
And
cool.
and its structure is such that it doesn't deal with like the old nested dependency issue that like npm had with its lock files, where it's like this and this.
Yeah,
potentially, at least it seems that way.
but I can imagine like an enterprise project, how large this file might be.
Oh, you're
Well,
right.
in theory, it's not going to be any larger than your other lock files. It'd probably be
That's true
smaller
because
because it's one SHA, one dependency, right?
yeah, it's one shell. Whereas in other yarn lock files, you have other packages pointing to other packages, and yeah, that
Well,
are
then you run into, you have, let's say, more than one copy of that node module because of dependencies that are deep. I wonder how that's resolved here. Like, does it become, like, if they're like the top file, the assert.ts, if that standard utility file is used in a different version elsewhere, like, how does it resolve those two? Like, that's something that we probably aren't going to figure out day one, but it'd be interesting to see how they accommodate for that. Or maybe they just say you're using one and that's it.
yeah.
Who knows? And that's probably another good practice we'd have to get into is when we do an import of a library that we have to lock it to a version.
Yeah, we'll have to remember. I think you have to explicitly remember to do the The lock, right. I almost feel like there needs to be like the CLI tool needs to be a little bit more handholdy for you. Because like a nice thing with yarn, for example, yarn run. If you were to type in yarn run, it asks you, what do you want to run, right? Like
Right.
what command in your scripts package JSON do you want to run? If Deno, you could have like an interactive mode where you can do Deno run, and then it asks you, okay, what permissions do you want to do? Do you want to load your lock file? Do you want to write to your lock, update your lock file? And then what do you want to run? Like which file in here do you want to run?
Right. Yeah, that's interesting. So we have like a huge part of the package JSON is that you can run scripts, right?
Yeah,
How would you do that here?
yeah. Let's see. Let's see if the internet's gonna work. Is my
My
internet back?
mine's
Because
still broke, borked.
yeah. Now it's just completely DNS. Oh, you see the probes are failing. See, we can't probe.
Well,
So
that's a little known fact. Sharks enjoy probes, like they live on probes, DNS probes.
that explains it all. The dang sharks took it down the internet with they took all the probes. Yeah.
Uh, oh
Yeah, I
man,
mean, we can't even look up any
uh,
documentation.
like this is the best ever.
I would say we did make it an hour plus with some solid coding and stuff like
True.
that. I wonder if we'll be able to pull any packages. Like,
That's a good question.
can I like clear my like how would you clear your dependencies as they are now? So let me see. Deno dash help. But it's download everything, and here we go.
Cache.
Cache dependencies, completions, generate shell completions. That's interesting. Show documentation for a module. Ooh, actually, oh, we'll go from the top. Let's see. Bundle module dependencies into a single file. So what does that do? Deno bundle as a source file. So let's bundle our main, our hot pepper.
Let's not
Please
go down
work.
that road again.
Oh, we're going down this route. We're going down
No.
this route. But this time I have this dialog open.
Ah,
Copy it and then do this dot ts, and then our out file is not required. Oh, we have that do dash a dash unstable. Forgot. Is just unstable? Wait, it's telling me here. Unstable. Yes.
so the bundle you're not actually running code, so you don't need
Oh,
that.
good point.
Whoa.
What did we did
Bundle
something.
file name. Do we have to pass it a
It's
file name?
it's like the whole kind of like transpiled output. Okay, so we have to put a file name. So um, uh,
What would be the bundle of hot peppers? It would be a bushel of hot peppers. I think that's the official term. So, is there a basket?
that's it. That's good. There.
Yes.
Yes, there's a basket with stuff in it. Okay, paste. Oh, we just called it basket.
Nice.
Okay, and then this is our babies, basically our distro, our
Yeah.
distribution file. So if we were to bundle this for production, we would do the bundle command, and then we would go
Deno
Deno,
run basket.
yeah, Deno run. Let's see, let me try to switch to Z shell. Deno run. This is where we can get the tab completion in.
Oh, run it.
I think that's basket, right? That has to
Uh-huh.
be basket. Permission
Oh,
denied.
sweet.
Need the dash A. Look at that. Look at that, Juan. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that run. Look at that
Yeah,
run
that's
file name.
CSH doing awesome. It did a thing.
Did the thing. It should have run to this file. Let's see.
Yeah, let's add something.
Here, we'll say hi to Juan.
Yes.
There it is.
Awesome.
So it embeds the library with the Deno object in the compiled dist. It looks that way. So it functions in the same way that I guess a standard bundle, like a front end bundle, right? Transpiled front end bundle. Everything's compiled together.
So in theory, the important thing to note here is like isomorphic JavaScript, right? Can't have it. Deno is 100% server side.
Yeah.
And because of that, tree shaking is not a thing that needs to be done. Well, I imagine it does a little bit of tree shaking, but it's all bundled at one time, and it doesn't really matter the size of the bundle because it's all ran in memory on a server, a trusted VM.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of cool. So, we just ran that offline. We bundled it offline as well, which is
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Yeah, because everything's been cached. So maybe we won't mess with the cache yet. We can play with the other Deno commands.
I bet you if you blew away your cache, you still run Basket because it's already the distro.
Oh, you're right. Let's see. So install script as an executable. Oh, that's interesting. So this is, I remember reading this before. I think this is similar to MPX, where you can use JavaScript to run command line executables.
So it's like Deno install main.
And then so Deno install main. Yes. Our main JS do again? It just did. It logged hello Deno.
Good luck with that. So if we had documentation, I would say the last thing we should probably do, like all good developers, is learn how to write tests in Deno.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Because
Oh,
it
we do
has
have
that
a
built-in
REPL.
test. Oh, it does.
But yeah,
Nice.
okay. Well, we couldn't
Yeah.
fetch anything. Let's see.
But
What
that's
else
cool.
can
Like
we do?
so we learned that bundling pulls your local cache dependencies and puts them into a single executable file
Yeah,
that is Deno runnable elsewhere. So how does it deal with like
we can lint.
non JS stuff? Like with Node, you have compiled C++, C plus code, all that jazz.
I got distracted because apparently Deno lint command is unstable, so you have to append the unstable flag if you want to lint your code.
I wonder what a lint would look like there.
Yeah, it didn't do anything. Let's see. Oh, not outputting anything.
Huh.
There we go. Okay, so it's not too picky. It didn't like the double semicolon. Not picky about the spacing, but which is interesting because usually I would think that the lint rules, that the things that are complained by the linter would be the thing that the formatter would fix, right? Like if you're
So that's a common confusion point. So prettier is a opinionated style fixer, let's say. It's style linting. Whereas linting, like ESLint, is there to maintain a certain degree of certainty in your code style, in like your code execution.
Mhm.
So linting, like ESLinting, is to keep you from shooting yourself in the foot, whereas prettier is to keep you from putting forth unreadable or unstructured code that doesn't follow a pattern. So in this case, I'm reading it as Deno format is prettier, where it's just going to make sure all your code is structured the same way, and then Deno lint is going to complain about things that may not make your code function the way you were expecting.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
kind of prevent you
It's
from that.
it's just that the formatter will also remove the code that can make your stuff go bad. So
Right.
you'd want to format, then lint,
Yeah,
not
I
lint to
don't think the
format.
order matters so much, um, but always run lint. Questionable whether or not you want to run format, but I would argue that both of them are going to make your life easier in the long run.
All right, let's see. What else we got in here? Doc eval. Show info about the cache or info related to a source file. Ooh, Deno info. So what happens if I just do Deno info?
That's cool.
That tells us where all our cache TypeScript compiler caches. And then if we do main.js, oh wow, even checking the file.
What is this?
This is a mapping of our dependencies.
Ah, so kind of like Yarn Y, if you ever ran that.
Yeah,
The internet's back.
the
No,
internet's back for
is
me.
it? Yeah, Deno land just came up, but it's still spinning, so I don't trust that it's all the way back.
Oh yeah. Let's see. So Deno land said it. We can install third.
Yeah, looks like it's back. So yes, there you go.
You can import modules from a location on the web like GitHub. Yeah, so you can import modules from GitHub, but I guess Deno's just not compatible with standard Node modules. They need to be Deno modules in order for them to be brought into Deno.
That's what it says. I'm going to look up that Is It Friday on Unpackage. We're going to find out.
Deno of IJS. That it might be. That it might be.
Okay.
All
I'm
right,
going to
let's
put
get.
this in your clipboard. It's probably going to try to open it, so ignore it.
Oh, there it goes.
So let's put that in a file and try to import it.
Sure, let's do that. Okay. So close, minimize this. New file is it dot js. And we were working on the hot pepper because we're going to make this even better.
I don't know how it can get better, but I'll take your word for it. No,
Slash.
wait, stop. That
uh,
that HTTPS, that entire URL, I want you to put in here.
Oh, you want me to put the whole URL?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
because that's what they advertise, that you should be able to pull it from Unpackage or other CDNs.
Let's do it. There.
That guy.
Let's get back. Let's delete this. Get this out of here. We don't need you in here.
And its default Is It Friday.
Maybe it won't run the new JS syntax or has an internal allow list. And then this is old school, right? So we're going to have to do star as.
I don't know that you need to do that. Just do Is It Friday? Except normal case or camel case,
Yeah.
Pascal case, one of those casings.
Is it Friday? Log Friday.
You got to call it. It's a function.
And then let's make sure I have the log open. And then we run and the hot pepper one.
You probably don't have one for hot pepper because you're in
Yeah.
CSH.
Run hot pepper TS. Oh, dash, we're going to have to do dash A and dash dash unstable. Syntax error. Uncaught syntax does not provide an export named default. It wants
Try the
ES6.
star that you were doing. Yeah.
Star as is it Friday.
No clue if it's going to work.
Type of import, is it Friday? Has no call sign. Signature, is it Friday? Type of import.
Can we console log? Is it Friday? See what it's giving us.
Yes. Is it Friday?
Yeah, take that line out.
This guy. Oh yeah, or else it's gonna keep on complaining.
So I'm thinking.
Uncaught reference error exports is not defined.
Oh, come on. Not handling it because it's not ES6 like Juan was alluding to, maybe.
Maybe. It's not compatible. It is not compatible. Open. Yeah, because it's using old school JavaScript. Oh, it's trying to do some sort of transpilate thing. All right. Are you looking for another package?
Yeah, I don't know. I've never looked for a package just to run a simple thing before.
How about is odd?
Ooh.
I
Be a good
forget
one.
which one's which. If is even depends on is odd, or if it's is odd is number. It is odd is dependent on is number. But is number, when's the last time is number was updated? Because we might have 2 years ago. I wonder if this is even using modern ES6. It doesn't look like it. Let me find out. Where index TS? Module exports.
That could work.
That could work.
Grab the raw on that guy.
Yes. Is number. We'll go ahead and console log just in case.
Yep.
And then let's go ahead and log is number, and we'll pass in 8. It threw an error. Expression is not callable. Is number.
Boo.
Type originates at this import namespace style. Import can be called or constructed. Okay, let's do that. Does not provide a default named export. Okay, so it looks like we can only use ES6 modules.
Yep.
Let's see. Is there anything we could potentially use that is very, very lightweight and is modern?
Great question.
Is string. I'm just gonna look up anything that starts with
Yeah.
is. This has 0 dependencies, and it's not using ES6. Womp womp.
Huh.
Why can't you guys get all contemporary and stuff? Is determines value is an ES6 symbol or not. Wait, this has a dependency on something. It has symbols. This looks old school. But has symbols is only has one dependency. Maybe we can go with that.
I think
See,
anything
now
that's packaged to npm typically has by default an ES5 style.
yeah. I guess so. I guess so. You're right.
Can't we write our own? Like make a gist real quick of an ES6 package? I don't know how that works.
Let me see.
Author a Deno package. What do I have to do for that?
I don't think I have anything that's good enough for. That's right. All my stuff just transpiles down to
Yep.
compatible common JS, whatever.
Man, you've been busy. Look at you writing all that code. 1,800 contributions. Kudos.
Yeah, I guess that's a lot.
That's a decent amount. That's for sure.
Yeah.
You need to do a couple more code reviews and pull requests, though. I feel like all you've been doing is committing.
Yeah, that's true. Look at that. 77% commits. I don't have that many issues though. I don't take issue with many things. Let's see.
Hey, look at that. So, learned something today. I'm just reading an article on Dev2 about writing your own package. And it says the mod.ts file is usually the entry point of your module.
Okay.
It's equivalent to index.js.
Okay. Huh. But you still have to directly reference it, it seems like. It's not like Node with index.ts automatically finding it. You still have to like point to it and tell it. It's just that the convention is to call it mod. I wonder does it say what mod stands for any reason?
Mod stands for module.
Just module? Okay.
Yeah. And so package JSON is equivalent to, or I guess the equivalent of package JSON is deps, deps.ts.
Oh. Can we generate one of those? Deno -- help.
So think of it as just another TS file. So, where we have all of our HTTP imports here, we would
Yeah.
have one file called deps.ts and do all of those imports, except they'd be direct exports.
Oh, okay. Huh.
So it's still maintaining it's not an official file. It's just a common pattern or practice to put all your dependencies in a single file so you can go look at that.
Okay.
It's a recommendation more than anything.
I
And
wonder
then
if that's how you generate the lock file. You just point it directly at the deps file.
I'm not sure they're related because you still have your entry point that is going to crawl through all your dependencies and determine how to make that JSON file. So then when you're publishing a module in Deno, your mod.ts or mods, what was it? Mod.ts. It's going to basically in there you're defining your public API. So
Okay.
export whatever, and that's your API.
Let's see. So Deno comes with built-in test command, so you don't have to have a separate test runner.
Yep.
Types, print, runtime, TypeScript declarations, and then upgrading.
It's pretty cool stuff.
Deno
Yeah.
REPL.
Unfortunately, I have to be heading out somewhat relatively soon.
Yep, we're
But I
coming out
would
on the
like to
time.
investigate tests and writing your own module maybe in another stream.
Yes, let's do that. Now that we have next stream, we'll have internet back, and then we can actually run some tests.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, I feel like we have a good grasp of what Deno is. It's just a more constrained sandbox, and
Yep.
we have to use Deno specific modules. It
Yep.
seems like.
Yep.
And from there it's straightforward. But it'll be interesting to see how if they have any different testing. I guess using their testing library, see what that's like.
Yep.
But
Good
yeah,
times.
thanks so much, Nate.
Yeah.
Greatly
Thank
appreciate
you.
the time. And yeah, it's getting hot in here. It's getting hot in this room. My back's starting to sweat. So it's a good time to call it quits.
Yeah. You've got your laptop heating the room.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And the sun blasting right there in the afternoon.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks so much, Nate. I greatly appreciate it. And yeah, enjoy your weekend. Have a good one.
Will do. Have a good one. See ya.
See ya. All right. So that was Nate, pairing with Nate. That was a fun experience. Had a fun. So Deno's not that intimidating. It's just JavaScript, just with us in a sandbox. Importing the dependencies different. We don't have package JSONs, that type of stuff. We can generate lock files. We discovered we can use emojis and other special characters to name files and console log and stuff like that. So nothing that. So it's JavaScript. So I guess you're trying, Juan, you're trying to see if like those limitations on Rust would transfer over to Deno. Doesn't seem that way. And also Deno generates you can generate kind of like a runtime executable, kind of like a distro file that we lovingly called basket. Let me just try to bring that up. Yeah, that we ended up calling basket right there. And that has all our information in there, the whole application in there, and with all the dependencies and stuff like that. But like Nate brought up, this will probably be a lot leaner since this is Deno's designed to be run on the server side, so we don't have as much of the crazy, bundling for different platforms and different other stuff. So it can stay pretty lean. Whip and prog, but it's going nice. Yep. So we'll try to pick up another stream where we can continue testing. Might not be streaming on next Friday because I have a day off. So so there might not be a stream on Friday unless someone else wants to take the reins on that. But thanks so much for hanging out, everyone. Juan, Lily, Argus, Dr. Argus, Sturdy Nut. Thanks everyone for lurking and hanging out and making some good laughs with the sharks and stuff. Let's go ahead and figure out who we going to raid. So let me just hit the ending screen. And yeah, we're using some new technology here. So hopefully, so what do you guys think? How's the audio and video and all that stuff with the stream? So we're using something completely different to facilitate the stream, for make it easier to pair with others and such. So how did that all work out? You notice any different? Looking good? Nice. Yeah, there's certain things that are missing that I wish the software did use, but I think for the most part, all worked well. Never even a glitch. Nice. Yeah. And my computer didn't turn into an absolute toaster because the software is actually doing the transcoding themselves in the cloud and not not on my computer. So let's see who we can raid over to. Maybe we'll raid over to. Ooh, James is doing a Xamarin assembly panel workshop updates. Well, that's a little bit too deep into it. TDD with Java. Let's raid over to Jitter Ted. He's doing some Java TDD development. He's a large proponent for TDD, test-driven development. So we're going to raid over to him, check him out, and let's see. So /raid, and away you go. So have a good one, everyone. I appreciate all the company again, and I will catch you next time on the Streamer Roonies. See you, everyone. Bye.